The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the August 30th, otherwise known as the magnificent, marvelous Monday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I can make that one little 2x4 shift, well, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this. During this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in at 877-927-6648. And if you can't dial in, hey, we've got you covered there too. Now, you got to do this early because of internet service providers. Go ahead and send me an email. Send it to steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question, of course, in our Tiger's Den. Any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on Magnificent Monday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now, we got a mixed bag out here. You got the Dow up 19 points. That's basically flat. The S&P is not flat. 0.5% or 24 points. The NASDAQ is anything but flat. It's up over 1% or 160 points. The Russell is off 5, so it's down 0.25%. Semis are up 8, up 0.25%. Tranny's down 0.25%. That would be 37 buckaroonies. So we got a little bit of we have a little bit here for everyone, bulls and bears. Gold's off $7, trading at 18.12. Silver's down 9 cents, trading at 23.97. Light sweet crude is at 69.21. That's up 47 pennies. Lead the charge dollar-wise, the upside, Amazon, $80, 2.5%. Monday.com up $36 or 10%. Mercado Libre, 35, even Steven. Affirm Holdings up 29 or 43%. Shopify 22, 1.5%. To the downside, Illumina down $8, a little less than 2%. Capital One off $8, about 5%. Booking Holdings $7, 0.3%. And BioNTech is down 2% or 7 buckaroonies. No questions yet. Either by email or through the Tiger's Den. Or I don't believe there are any in there. So let's do this here. We had a technical problem doing the 1 o'clock update. Many people like this 9-panel chart. Just gives a pretty quick overview of the markets here, what they're doing. So let's begin by taking a look at the upper left-hand corner. You're going to look at the ES Mini. And if we take a look at the ES Mini, you can see it's trading above the top of its daily profile, closed above that yesterday. It's above all profile levels. So the A to B equals CD pattern is what is in play. Price target, initial price target, 4,600. Prices trading at 45.31. 4,600 is a realistic possibility as long as the spot volatility remains below its 50-day exponential moving average at 1768. We got the same swing points out here. If I pull this back just a bit, that didn't work, did it? Maybe if I do that, there we go. So you've got your A to B equals CD pattern inside the NQ. It tagged the 1-to-1 level on Friday. Remember Stevie's rule here, just because something makes a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD, don't do it. Don't short it or don't buy it. Wait for the market to communicate to you that it is ready. And how will it do that? It'll generate a bullish or bearish reversal candle. That'll save you a ton inside the NQ today. From a daily standpoint, price is now targeting the 15,635 level, your 15,592. That is the 1-to-1.272 A to B equals CD. And don't sell that one either. Wait for a bearish reversal candle. The U.S. dollar index, which had a pretty tough day, the day of Powell's comments out there, really was nothing more than pulling back to support the bottom of its daily profile. That makes 92.59 a very key level. And while that was testing support, you've got gold sitting at resistance, top of its daily profile, 1786. Now, silver is one that is saying, get ready to take off to the upside. Why is it saying that? Well, price closed above and is trading above the top of its daily profile. There's a brand new weekly profile that is forming that suggests that price will make a run for the 25.76 to 25.19 level. Light sweet crude is up above for a second day in a row, the top of its October TAS market profile. That suggests higher price. And natural gas right now, appears to me that because it's about halfway into the bar of Friday, that you've got a dark cloud cover. And if that's the case, you've got an A to B equals CD. There may be other tops up there as well. We can take a look at natural gas during the show. And the 30-year Treasury price is trading above the top of that daily profile. That suggests a run for the 167 level. So there's our 9-panel market update charts that we didn't get a chance to get to during the 1 o'clock update. Here are those TAS market profiles for the 4 equity futures contracts. Again, here you can also see big, powerful move inside the NQ. Not only has it taken out that 1-to-1 A to B equals CD, it has taken out its measured move. So we'll get rid of the measured moves right now. That was just really a price projection that was equal to or greater than the measured move. You get to see how that actually worked out. And that's what makes consolidation patterns a wonderful thing, because otherwise they're very frustrating. Now, as it comes to the market profiles, we didn't take a look at the Dow. Here we can see prices trading above both the top of the daily and weekly profile. That suggests a move back to its all-time high. Will it take it out as the ES and NQ have done? I don't know. But more likely than not, the Dow is headed towards the top of that all-time high. If we take a look at the Russell 2000, gigantic move last week. And by gigantic, price closed above on Friday the top of its bearish structured daily profile. We have a saying around here, nothing more bullish than a failed bearish pattern, and a bearish structured TAS market profile is a bearish pattern. That failed. Where's price headed to? Excellent question. 23.22 is the top of its monthly profile, weekly profile, and that is most likely where price is headed to, as long as price remains above 22.52.70. So there is a question, it looks like, that came in. Somebody in the den wanted me to look at IV. Where are we looking at here? Where was that from? G7, special coming. Yes, Steve. You wanted to look at the IWM, the Russell 2000. Well, if you wanted to look at the Russell 2000, here it is. You've got price that is above the top of that bearish structured daily profile. So I'll just restate it. And that's this for G7 in the den. You're above a bearish structured profile. Nothing more bullish than a failed bearish pattern. And that suggests that where the Russell 2000 wants to make a run to is a 23.22 level. Now, I have the other Russell 2000 charts. Let's go take a look at those. Let me get those fired up here on my other screen, and then we'll go take a look at those and see what's going on for multiple time frames out here. So let's stop sharing the main screen, and let's go take a look at Stevie's fourth screen out here. And now you're taking a look at the 8-panel chart with multiple time frames, monthly, weekly, daily, 30-minute, 60-minute, 120, 240, and the 5-hour time frame chart. So as we take a look at the monthly chart, we have a TD9 count top. That just simply led to a sideways move and price testing and rejecting the oscillator and change line, which is green. That is a bullish signal. So that means that from a monthly standpoint, the Russell 2000 is neutral. Existing topping pattern, support that is held. In the case of the weekly chart, a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top has led to a sideways consolidation. The cool thing here about the Russell 2000, just like we took a look at the NQ, it's been in a long-term sideways consolidation. So whichever side that breaks, we have a measured move. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So we were taking a look at the Russell 2000 before we went to breakout there, and someone asked me to show during the break. Someone asked me to show the actual consolidation pattern. This is the Russell 2000. Let me just do this here first. Let me turn off the profile levels. I'll turn them back on, but let me just turn them off so that it's a little bit less crowded on my desk space out here. So now that we turn those off, now you can clearly see this is the white rectangle that we have out here. This is the approximate. This is never going to be exact. This is the approximate consolidation pattern. Now, the cool thing about this, G7 then saying that the Russell 2000 is key for him. You've had to be pretty bored out here because just in this big, wide consolidation. But boredom will come to an end when price breaks through this level, because this consolidation goes from about 2100, we'll call it, so from 21 to 2350, 250 points. So whichever side gets broken, just like we took a look at inside the NQ, we were looking at this daily time frame chart. We showed a small consolidation that was there, and that's gone on to make or exceed the measured move breakout. So we'd have the same kind of pattern here inside the Russell 2000. Now, along the way, we use those profiles because it assists us in communicating to you and I what buyers and sellers are or are not thinking out here, what they're able to do. So as we turn those TAS profiles back on, was this? Nah, that wasn't the set. It was this set right here. That's why I've got the weekly time frame with price above the bearish structure daily profile. Odds favor moved to 23.22. That's the top of the weekly. And if price is going to get up there, it's basically getting up towards the top of the consolidation. And that's what it looks like it wants to do to me when I take a look at the patterns and what else is going on inside the market. So I hope that helps you out. G7. We got a request inside the Tiger's Den from John to take a look at soybeans. So let's go take a look at the soybean contract out here. Give me a moment to get to it. Should be here momentarily. Where are we? And if it's not, if I don't see it, I will put it up on the. I'll find a different way to get it. Oh, that's weird. Wheat. Okay. Sorry about that. I thought that I had that handy. So just give me a moment. This will take me a moment just to sift through all my files to find out where the soybean contract is. So give me a moment. Sorry about that. Usually have things pretty well set up, but not today, huh? So financial futures, you want soybeans. Okay. So now we should see the soybean contracts pop up on our screen here momentarily. Oh, come on, do it. There we go. So as we take a look at the soybeans, we're taking a look at the November contract out here. And give me a second. I see I haven't updated this chart here for a bit. So let's go take a look at the November contract. And the question is just some assistance in navigating what price is doing, not the November beans. Which beans did you want? You didn't want November? John, you didn't want November. What do you want? I can give it all to you. I show November. Oh, you've got, you don't want November? What do you want? Are you looking for March 2022? Not the November beans. John, until you give me that key out here, what you're looking for, the key is the nearest futures contract. Okay, so you're looking at September out here. If we take a look at September, it's just that the active contract I've got is November out here. No, you don't want September. Man, I've got September, John. So just tell me which month you want, and I can put it up on the screen out there. So I'm going to go right now with November, even though the nearest August. September, November, January, March, May. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. But as we take a look at these charts here, look, we can look at September, we can take a look at November, and we can take a look at January out here. So we take a look at the September and the November beans contract. What you'll see is prices pulling back. It's below profile levels, and so prices pulling back to rising trend lines out here. Whether or not that's going to be supported, it's in around the 1283-ish type area out here. Price had held support. This was back on August the 19th out here. So those would be the areas that I would be looking for. During the breakout here, John, I can try to go to my other soybean contract, futures contract charts with multiple time frames. But again, I guess I'm confused with regard to the month that you're looking at out here. So in any event, let's go on to our next question. Our next question here coming in from Johnny D. And Johnny wants to take a look at Verizon. So let's go back here to our 3 time frame charts. We'll take a look at Verizon VZ for the daily, the weekly, and the monthly time frame. And here what we're looking for is just to see where price is trading in relationship to its TAS market profiles. And as we begin that review, we can see on the daily basis, price is below the bottom. So that gives a bearish message. We could take a look at the weekly chart, price is below the bottom of the weekly chart, and price below the bottom of the monthly chart. So with regard to Verizon, the question is your analysis on Verizon. I'd like to take a long position for a swing trade. So what we've got to find in Verizon is some type of bottoming signal. I should have fired that up before I began that process, but we'll just wait just for a few moments out here and wait to see if we can find any kind of a bottom signal, like a TD9 count, Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal, anything along those lines. So I realize I'm just kind of blabbering here, but I'm blabbering because I didn't get my other charts here set up in time. Now we've got them. This is the white background chart, and here we can see that Verizon generated or it looks like it will generate a TD9 count bottom today. Today will become bar number 9. Now, it becomes bar number 9 so long as price closes below 55.01 and price is at 54.77. Now, Johnny, on this pattern, you can either take the aggressive approach, and we'll go look at the short-term time frame charts, but the aggressive approach would say, okay, I've got a TD9 count bottom. I'm going to go ahead and trade it now. My stop's going to be below the low of the pattern. That's the low of Friday out here, and fire away. The issue or the problem with doing that at this stage here is price in essence today has tested and rejected that red oscillator and change line. That says we have a falling price oscillator below 0. So really the message, even though we've got a bottom signal out here, is really more neutral than anything else. If price can clear 54.97, that is the first battleground. Then, Johnny, you're looking at a battleground at 55.36, one at 55.72, one at 56.08. Those would be your battlegrounds above, but you're looking for a bottom. You've got the TD9 count from the daily time frame. But look at the weekly time frame chart here for Verizon. Remember, price is also below the bottom of its profile. This says, hey, maybe not so fast, Steve-O. This is suggesting, as it did last time, getting back to the 54.14 area. That is its TD9 breakout level for the weekly time frame. Price formed a TD9 count, got right up into resistance out there, different set of resistance levels than what you and I had just looked at on the daily or in the weekly chart here. It's 55.37, 55.93, and 56.48. So the weekly is saying not so fast. The daily is saying, okay, if you want to be aggressive. The monthly time frame chart has a sideways consolidation, but it's got to get much lower than where price is trading to get back to the bottom of that potential consolidation. Now, Johnny, we shift over to the short-term time frame charts. Here you can see, so as a potential daily bottom is forming, we have a Rhodes Momentum Indicator, wave number 7 bottom, that has formed on the 30-minute time frame chart. What price needs to do here to give you a change in trend signal is a close above the TD9 breakdown area. That's at 55.06. So just depends on the style trader that you are, Johnny. A conservative trader would wait for proof out here. That would be a close above 55.06 for Verizon. And remember, close above 55.06, you've got a battle at 55.36, the bottom of the current daily. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 15, S&P's up 25, NASDAQ 100 up 168 points. That's a little over 1% to the upside. So let's go to our next question, and would love more, folks. So you can send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. And inside this, the Tiger's Den, of course, any ping will do. So John writes in, this is John O, and he says, do you see Agnico Eagle, AEM is the ticker symbol there, possibly going after the high of 65.86 from July 29th? looking for a long-term trade. Thanks, John in Denver. John, thanks so much for listening. So right now, it depends where Agnico Eagle closes. So it's pulling back with lighter volume in the last 2 trading sessions, but price is trading below the bottom of its daily profile, which is 57.64. Price is below the bottom of the weekly profile. So what you and I need to do is see some type of bottoming pattern inside of Agnico Eagle, AEM. And the answer is I don't have one. I don't have an A to B equals CD pattern. I don't have a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. I don't have wave number 7. I don't have a TD9 count pattern. It doesn't mean that it hasn't bottomed. What it means, John, is that I simply don't have one of the bottoming patterns that I look for out here. So what can we say about Agnico Eagle for the daily time frame? Well, one thing that we can say is as long as price remains above 56.93, that's a red oscillator and change line, it's got the chance to continue to move higher. Now, the gold mining equities, and I'll put those up on the chart for you, John. The ETF and the indice, the XAU, both of those have generated Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. And Agnico Eagle is one of the, I don't remember where it's at in the, but I think it's in the top 10. Of holdings inside of that. But again, I don't have a bottoming signal here. You're looking in, and that's what I would prefer to find. Let's look at the weekly chart. Is there anything here that you have for the weekly time frame? And the answer is I don't. Do I have price pulling back to support? I do, 56.94. But with regard to a bottoming signal for AEM on either the daily or the weekly, it's just not there. Now, maybe there was a test of a swing point, John. I didn't go take a look at that. So that's certainly a possibility that is out here. So at this stage here, I'm looking at also a 30-minute time frame chart. This generated a TD9 count and price pulled back. Not to any level of support, so I don't really even have a support. The level of support on a 30-minute time frame for Agnico Eagle is 56.34. I'm not saying that's where price is going to head to. I'm just telling you that is where the level of support. So you're asking that question because you want to take a long-term trade out there, and I just don't see it inside of Agnico Eagle. Now, that is different than the GDX as an example. So let me just get that fired up. Oh, let me just real quickly. I'm going to get this fired up, and then we'll go out. I see we've got a caller on the line. Here's GDX. This is the weekly chart, but that's not what I was interested in. It's the daily time frame. And here on the daily time frame, you can see you've got that nice Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. And all price did on Friday was run right into resistance, 32.73. This is the GDX, which is the top of its bearish structured profile. So right now, inside the mining equities, what you really have is a consolidation, and that consolidation went inside the daily profile from 32.73 at the top to 30.91 at the bottom. So I hope that helps you out, John in Denver. Thanks so much for writing in. Let's go out to Brent in Martinez, California. Brent, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
Is that you, Steve?
Yep, I'm here. I can hear you loud and clear.
Sorry, all right, yeah. All I hear is just your answer, but I didn't hear you call my name. So.
No problem. So
How's
I want to take a look
today,
at
Steve?
Good. So are we looking at AI? Is that what you wanted to look at?
That is. I bought into that last week, and I just would love your, thoughts on it, and if you happen to see anything in particular. It's not enough for me to want to buy in as far as not a real specific bottoming pattern like some of that we look at, but there were some levels that it had gotten above, and just looking at it, I thought I'd at least take a shot at it. So
sure, absolutely.
See what you think about it.
Sure. So, and thanks for the call. So if we take a look at AI, it's really only its daily time frame chart from a profile standpoint that is going to provide us with any useful information. And what we can see here, Brent, is last week, it looks like it might have been, maybe in the week before, the Friday before, price gapped up with some decent volume. Now, for this decent volume, might be 1.5, 2 million shares. This was 2.4 million shares back on August 24th. And that was a close above the top of the daily profile. So that's an indication of a change in trend signal. As price pushes higher right now, it's pushing higher into a set of swing points from the July timeframe, each that have about 1.6, 1.2 million. And today, you're already at 1.5. So what we like about this is pushing higher with volume. And if price can clear the level, this is the swing point out here, kind of a junior swing point from the trading day of July 21st. That level 54.64, that's its target. And if price can clear that, that's a real positive. Now, we'll pull over our white background chart, see if there's any other signals that we have out here. As Brett was saying, on this chart, on the daily time frame chart, I don't have one of the patterns that I look for. Doesn't mean that it hasn't bottomed. Today's going to be bar number 6 of a TD9 count. I don't see any type of topping signal with price pushing higher. It should get into that swing point level. Of course, this could form a TD9 count top towards the end of this week, but let's not make that call when it's only in bar number 6. On the weekly chart, even though we didn't have any profile information, Brent, that we could use, what last week was a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom signal. So we like that. So we've got the bottom there. Now on the daily, we know that price is pushing into a swing point with volume. So we like that. On the monthly time frame chart, just not enough data to provide us with much of anything. So Brent, other than the information I provided so far, what additional info can I try to find for you?
Would you consider that to be, I guess it wouldn't have it with volume, but looking back on the daily chart, if you take that June high, and then there was a low within that same month, I guess about midway in the month, and then which would be the B point, and then the C could be the, again, at the end of June, and then, of course, that bottom that is put in August would be the B point.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
so, okay, great. Okay. So good point out there. So Brent has corrected me. There is actually a daily bottom pattern out here, and that is a by the D point. So yes, thank you, Brent, for confirming that. And I'll just put the daily time frame chart back up here on the screen. And you can see that you had really a couple different bullish reversal candles, one on August 20th, and then you had that gap to the upside on the 24th. So thank you for pointing that out to me. So, folks, what we have here on AI is absolutely a buy the D point pattern. Price moving higher above the top of its daily profile. That gives us a change in trend signal, and the weekly generated Rhodes momentum indicator. So, yeah, Brent, I think you've, as usual, you have found another nice bottom out here in AI.
All right, thank you very much, Stephen. I'll go back in the archive. I see other levels that I'll have to be watching if I can make some progress upward.
Absolutely. I'd say the biggest thing probably to watch over the next towards the end of the week is the potential for a TD9 count out there. But we'll see if that unfolds or not. All right. Hey, Brent, always good to hear from you. Thanks so much for calling. You bet. That was Brent in Martinez, California. Let me just check the email here real quickly, see if there's any other requests that have come in. We're about to go to a breakout here, and the answer is no. I've got no request out here. Maybe we'll get one inside the Tigers Den. This is Steve Rhodes with TFNN. The Dow's up 3, the S&P's up 24, NASDAQ 100, 173 to the upside. Be right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. So we got a request from Siva in the Tiger's Den to take a look at Apple. That's the charts that you see on the screen here. You're going to notice that Apple is above all profile levels. Now, the week is not over. Apple is trading above 150. That's the top of the weekly profile. That has held as resistance for the past couple of weeks out here. If, in fact, then that's a bearish-structured weekly profile. The price closes above it, nothing more bullish than a failed bearish pattern. Let's pull over the white background charts. See if we get any feel for Apple may be headed to. As we look at the daily time frame and we look for signals out here, the only, well, we can see that it has triggered a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. It's got a potential wave number 7 pattern out here. Again, we don't, that doesn't get confirmed until you see a lower high. That could be tomorrow, could be the next day, or whenever that might occur out here. Price above the oscillator and change line. Until we see a bearish reversal candle, this is suggesting that Apple wants to continue to move higher. But we're going to look at all the different time frames, Siva. On the weekly chart out here, again, we're looking for topping signals. It's got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal present, but what really is important out here is 2 weeks ago was a TD9 count top. And price is traded above that. That is 151.68. And if price closes above 151.68, this tells us about a strong momentum move to the upside inside of Apple for its weekly time frame. Again, it's got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal, so bearish reversal candle would say top, but we don't have that right now. Price is also moving higher with regard to its a monthly time frame chart, but I've got other than that, Siva, I've got no topping signal. Let's look at a 30-minute chart. And on a 30-minute chart, as we populate it, a TD9 count has or is about to unfold. Bar number 8 completed at 1:30. Likely we get bar number 9 at 2. That says, though, that the bar following bar number 9 could be the high of that pattern. So it would be the high of either where we're at right now. Let me tell you what that is. In case price does not get above that. That is at 153.25. So right now, just see, right down on your pad of paper, 153.25. If price closes above that between now and 2:30, note that high. Why? Because if there's a 30-minute close above that, that tells you about a strong momentum move to the upside inside of Apple. Otherwise, expect and anticipate some type of short-term top. What type of short-term top would that be? Well, that would at least pull price back to its 30-minute oscillator and change line, which is at 151.87 right now. So the 30-minute says, okay, potential for a top. The 65-minute chart also in a TD9 count. So, Siva, you should expect and anticipate some type of short-term top. You're getting that signal there. You're not getting that signal on the 130, and you're not getting that signal on the 195. So what we've got here is a nice breakout in the daily and the weekly and the monthly. The 30 and the 65 minutes say it's time for a little bit of a rest. That rest may not start until about 2:30. It doesn't have to rest. So if it's a strong like bull, price will take out the high that we just talked about, or the one that is about to form out there between now and 2:30. And so you've got a data point to really watch to give you information about what Apple is going to do. So, Steve, I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for the request. No other requests. Oh, I take that back. We've got one right here. This one coming in from Rich. Rich says, could you please take a look at NVTA? So we can. Let me get that going on the white background charts here. It takes a little bit longer to populate those right now. So NVTA, and let's finish reading the question out here. You own a small position. You're interested in support and resistance levels to add or sell long term. So this is Invite Corp, I believe. I'm not sure if that's the proper pronunciation. But price did close above the top of its daily profile last week, so that's a short-term bullish signal. That was at 27.42, Rich. Now, where price is likely targeting is 30.44 to 30.88. And 30.44 is the top of its weekly profile. It is just slightly bearish in structure, so we're not going to rely too much on that, but it does appear that price will go target the 30.44 level. You're asking about where do you add? Let's take a look at the white background charts to see if we can figure this out here, where there may be a good spot to add. So on the daily time frame, forms a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. Does that with that bullish engulfing candle. Bar number 7 forming today. The add here would be a pullback to 26.95 or 27.42. 26.95 is the oscillator and change line. Rich, that number will change as price moves up or down, but you can use that as a guideline. And then you've got the top of the profile, which is 27.42. I'm not saying NVTA is going to get back here, but the ultimate buy area would be at 25.30 to 26.01. Again, I'm not saying that's where price gets to, but that's the bottom of its bullish structured daily profile. Again, not saying that price is going to get back there. If we look at the weekly time frame here, not really a whole lot of new information. So it just consolidated with inside that weekly profile. Monthly time frame out here, what do we have? Not much. And it says if that is not a good bottom on the daily, that price could seek out the 1522 level. That's where it broke out on the monthly chart. For a 30-minute time frame out here, Rich, what do we have? We've got a Rhodes momentum indicator top that has led to a sideways consolidation with inside the profile. And that's between 28.92 to 29.42. Remember, the body of the candle is the essence of price. Those wicks are nothing more, or upper and lower shadows out there, whichever you like to prefer to them. That's nothing more than the emotion during that time frame bar, but it's really the body of the candle that truly is the essence of price. And right now, inside of NVTA, you just have a sideways consolidation, which is pretty nice. That's a bullish sign after forming a Rhodes momentum indicator top because price had held. So back to your questions out here. It'd be the oscillator and change line around 26.95, 27.42, the top of the profile. But the ultimate buy would be between 25.30 and 26.01. Again, that is ticker symbol NVTA. Rich, thanks so much for writing in. I hope that helps you out. Inside the Tiger's Den, still no questions there. And let me just check, see if anything else came in here by email. Yep, we've got one. This one from Eddie in Boca. And can't wait to listen to your webinars. Can you look at NVIDIA? Yep, we've got NVDA is the ticker symbol. And I'll get that going on my other charts out here. In NVIDIA right now, there's an A to B equals CD pattern, Eddie, that suggests that price may be targeting 252.81. Now, price is above the top. It was maybe 2 weeks ago. That price pulled back and tested the center of its bearish structured profile. That was after having been above it. That's typically where a counter trend retracement finds support. In this case, it did. And now price has got the A to B equals CD to the upside. Now, the 1-to-1 takes you to 252.81. I am not saying that's where price stops. However, we want to take a look at the NVIDIA charts, the white background charts, see if there's any other signals here that Eddie has to be concerned with. Not really. Today is bar number 7, Eddie, and that says that a cheating 9-count top could form between Tuesday and Thursday this week. Not that it will. We need to see the bars play out here, but that it could. And if it can, and if it does form that pattern, we're also in wave number 7 as one potential, then that would signal a pullback to the oscillator and change line. That's currently printed at 218.02. Eddie, I think we need to take a look at this probably more like Wednesday, because that could be then bar number 8. So it would be Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. I think I might have said, so Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday is when you could get a TD9 count top on the daily time frame for NVIDIA. But short of that, it wants to make that A to B to CD move to the upside, 252.81. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Here we go.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave! Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. We've got a request from inside our Tigers Den to take a look at ticker symbol IN. N as in Nancy, M as in Mary, B as in boy. That is Immune Bio, which is in full-out breakout mode and very likely targeting 2741. I'll show you where the 2741 comes at, or where I pulled that number from in a moment. But the individual is looking to be able to get into this. And really what I want to show you is kind of like the ideal type trades out here. So we can see if we just simply come back to INMB back on May the 13th. That was bar number 8 of a TD9 count. It did form a TD9 count the following day. And then on the following day, May 17th, this forms a nice bullish structure daily profile. And that's the ideal type situation. You want to see a bottom that forms, then a set of profiles that tells you where strong support is at. And if we come out here and we take a look at now the recent bottom, August 5th, you get to bar number 9 of a TD9 count, and this had already formed a bullish structure daily profile. And then once price was able to close above the center of that level at 1647, that was a signal that price was ready to move up. Now, price closed above the top of the profile that was there. It is above the top of a profile that has formed today. That was at 2107. You're in bar number 6. Odds favor. Price is going to go tag and target the swing point from July 13th. That is not where I came up with the number. Oh, did I delete that? Son of a gun. Okay, the number that I came up with was the top of the weekly profile. It is at 2741. Now, the question is there some kind of entry point on a momentum play like this? As we look at these intraday timeframes out here, the only one that shows a topping signal right now is a 65-minute chart. Now, again, I use 65 minutes because you can break that into a 390-minute day, which is what we've got. That is in bar number, it's already formed bar number, the bar following bar number 9 of a TD9 count. So as long as that high doesn't get taken out, price could pull back to 2183, and quite frankly, that would be your entry point out there. Folks, stay tuned. You've got 2 more great hours up here. You've got my favorite polar bear with the Power Trading Hour, Dave White. He's up next. After that, Tom O'Brien to take us on home. I'll be back with you on Terrific Tuesday. Have a magical Monday, folks.